Hey guys, this is Nannan, and I'm reviewing 3 of the new Galaxy Squad sets, which were just released in the United States. And the 3 sets I'll be reviewing today are the more alien bug focused sets: the Space Warmer, the Warp Stinger, and the Star Slicer. So why don't we start with the medium-sized set, and I'll be taking a look at it for the first time, just as you will. So before that, here's the box art, the front and the back. So inside, let's see, we have 3 poly bags, the instruction book, and the sticker sheet. So first of all, as usual, I'm going to take a look at the parts and then show you guys the finished models. Alright, what do we have here? So bag number 1 is usually the bag that's got all the minifig parts, so it's pretty exciting. Alright, so we have the new aliens, similar to the insectoids back in the 90s. These guys are actually olive green colored, which is a new color, and I'm very happy that LEGO is continuing to make more parts in this color. And the head has a stinger on there and dark red tentacles, or antenna actually. And these are the red faction, I guess that's what LEGO would call them, for the Space Marines, or the guys who actually combat the bugs. So let's see, where's the other torso go? Okay. So we have a robot and a Space Marine. There is printing on the back. And, oh yeah, these are the wings, I guess, for the insect warriors. They're plastic firm, so, and transparent green. Okay, any new parts that I see are these energy blades. I guess they could be useful. You might not be able to see them very well due to the exposure. Let me find a black background to contrast it against, but here they are, the energy blades. Lots of potential for use of these beyond minifigure weapons. You can use them on the sides of spaceships, I guess, or I don't know, maybe kind of a power grid alignment, but that's up to you guys. Okay, any other new parts that I seen here? Not so much, so let's move on to the next bag. Alright, bag number 2. Okay, this is my favorite part of all time. Well, pretty close to of all time. When I first saw this from the preview images of the Galaxy Squad sets, I knew I had to get it. So it looks like a cyber cocoon of some sort, and it's in transparent purple, which is really nice. There's no stud connections. I mean, there's anti-studs, I guess you want to call them that. And there's a hole through here which you can stick an axle through all the way and have it come out the other side. Man, this one's not long enough. But supposedly with the designers, you can put a minifigure in here and trap them, I guess. But for me, I guess I'll be using them as, like, you know, energy cores on spaceships or something else, because they just look very nice. And the texture is, I don't know if you can see it very well, it's very detailed. Okay, so that's my favorite part. And these are also very catchy. You can find them in a lot of the new Galaxy Squad sets, and they are a new color. So if anyone's interested in making spaceships with red canopies, now you can do it. Other than that, you have a lot of lime green, which is, you know, LEGO's been making a lot of lime green in sets ever since the late 2000s, I guess. You have, so these are not really a rare color anymore, but a bit of dark red is also nice to have, and the dark tan. So that's an interesting combination of colors. You have tan, dark red, and lime green. So I'm gonna have to see how that fits in the final model. In terms of other new parts, I don't think I see anything here. These might be new. Actually, I think Lego has made them before. Curved slopes. Okay, see a small bag here. I don't think I see anything new, so I'm not going to open it just yet. Alright, last bag. This is a new part. It's a dark purple sphere that you're going to be able to launch with this launcher right here when it's assembled. So I'll show you that later. These, I think these are new parts. I remember they have the other smaller fins that are in transparent neon green, but the larger ones, I don't think I've seen them in transparent neon green yet. So another cool part to have. If you're into building sci-fi, if you're building castle, I don't see how you're going to be able to use that. Maybe it's like, I don't know, crystals or something from the earth. Alright. Small bag. Oh, this is a new part. So, I don't know what to call it yet, but it's got 2 axle connections at 90 degrees. So, that could be potentially useful. And these brackets are always nice to have. These are released last year, starting with the Avengers sets in the summer. So they've been around for about 6 months now. But these, I'm not sure if these are completely new. I don't have the B-Wing yet, but they have something similar to this in the B-Wing. It's kind of like the other one, where instead of you have studs here, you have the studs over here now. So you can, I guess, put these two together. I'm not sure if they can fit a... Yeah, you can. It's very nice. Certainly going to be very useful. Other than that, these lime green parts, they're not new, but they don't appear in that many sets, so they're always cool to have. And you do have plenty of these brackets, like quite a handful right here, and then there's about at least as many more in the pile down there. Here's another useful piece. It's relatively new. Okay, that for this set. Oh yeah, before I move on to the next set, let me show you guys the parts list. And it's always found in the back of the instructions book. Alright, so you should be able to see this on HD. And the other page. So yeah, it looks like I covered all the new parts from this set. So why don't we move on to the next one? Alright, this is the Space Warmer. It's a $12 set. Back then these things sold for $10, but you know, can't be living in the past. Alright, 2 bags and an instruction book. Let's see what we have in this bag. Minifig parts and large pieces. And the small bag. Yeah, the small parts. Okay, let's move over here so you can see them better. Alright, here's the minifig. It's got I guess a nice spine or appendage in the back. Looks pretty cool. I guess you can't put a cape on him because it hugs the torso pretty closely. The front. And then this is the blue humans android. Some people have said that the head looks a lot like in Halo, and I do agree. Back. You have one more of these red canopies. So that's what I'm talking about, these smaller things, large ones, in transparent neon green. Alright. In terms of new pieces, I don't think I see any off the bat. These are nice to have. Again, these brackets, they are relatively new. I think they've been only around for a few months. so not many people has had a chance to have a lot of them yet, and they're definitely going to be useful. All right, there's these guys. Pink 1x1 round plates. Here's a printed control panel and dark red robot arms. Other than that, I don't think there's any pieces that are completely new. There's certainly some useful ones, like this guy right here. Oh yeah, this piece is completely new. So it's a modified plate with a technical on there. So I guess you can, Lego's probably going to be using that for the flick fire missiles if there's one in here. But for us, the fans and the builders, there's quite a few uses. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there will be as soon as I get to building with them. There are no stickers in this set. Alright, parts list. Got it? Alright. Lastly, the big set, and for this one I have to clear some space for it. Just gonna shove everything back. This is a $40 set. It's the Star Slicer. It's the largest insect set so far. The other sets, they are, show you. Yeah, these are the larger two. They're the more human-based sets. So, box front, box back. Alright, let's take a look, and might as well show you guys how I'm opening the boxes. So these are dissection scissors, or surgical scissors. I use them because they're precise and lets you cut open the boxes very quickly. Okay, instruction book, 3 bags, and a sticker sheet. It looks somewhat useful. Lime green and dark red decals that you can put on your spaceships. Let's start with the first bag. Let's see. This is a new color, or not a new color, but rather a rare color. I think this is, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same color as the Alien Conquest minifigure color. I don't know what they call it. It's some shade of blue. You can correct me in the comments. But it's nice that, you know, now they're actually making parts in that color rather than just minifigure accessories. Wish there would be more though, but it's what it is. Okay, so the first bag, these guys do have transparent clear visors, very similar to the Alien Conquest folks. And here's a robot guy. I think it's the same one. Let me check. Yep, same robot. And the minifigure. Alright, front, back. Let's look for some new parts. I think I've seen this one somewhere. I'm not sure if it's new, but it's I don't have it yet, so it's nice. Again, these blue parts aren't always good to have. They're not blue, they're a different shade of blue. Dark blue grill tiles. I'm not sure if I've seen these. 1x3 black tiles. Now they're more abundant than about a year ago or something like that. This piece. Okay, I think that's about it for this bag. Let's move on to the alien praying mantis piece here. I don't think these come in many sets, but I don't think they're new either. Oh, this piece. So this piece came out with the summer line of Ninjago sets, and I've never seen one before because I don't have any of the summer Ninjago sets. So this is a inverted tile. So let's see how it plays out. This is a plate, that's the bottom of the plate. And it fits just like a tile. And it's got a little groove there for you to remove it. It's a very cool part. I'll have to get lots of these. Again, the color scheme for these guys seems to be lime green, dark red, and a bit of dark tan and tan. So this piece, it came in different colors previously. I think red and maybe white or light gray. I haven't seen too many of them in dark gray, so that's a good thing. Oh, okay, so here's another one of these brackets. They are from the previous set that I showed you. It came in, let's see, it's good to have a review, 3 reviews in one video so you can reference other sets. So from the previous set it came in light gray and now it's coming in black. So, and I definitely don't have any of these yet, so it's nice. And look, and they have them in white as well. It's fantastic. So it looks like we get about 2 of these tiles. I'll check again in the parts list. So far so good. Alright, you get 2 of these launchers here. So for the little kids, if you lose one of them, you don't have to cry to your parents and for them to get you a new set. And there's always Bricklink. And once again, my favorite part. It's such an awesome piece. 2 more of these. They are used for the eyes of the praying mantis, and I'm not sure if in the final set it looks like there's 2. It's got a sticker over there. Let's see if it does have one or not. But either way, the canopies are unprinted, which is nice. Okay, this part, very fascinating piece. It's an opaque green color. I've never seen this color before. I don't think it's glow in the dark. It doesn't match lime green, and it doesn't match the transparent neon green either. And I'm pretty sure, well, I'm sure that it doesn't match the transparent, the other shade of transparent green. Sorry, I don't have a piece with me right now. There is a dark green, not dark green, sand green bracket here. I don't think I have any of these yet. It might be a new color for that piece. Okay, here is the alien commander. And the head design is the same. Actually, I think it's just an inverted color of the other alien from the small set. Everything, even from the printing to the sculpturing, is the same. So that's a very cool counterpart to have. This is, I believe, a new color for this radar dish. These are Bionicle / Hero Factory parts, so I am not the judge to say whether they're new or not. but you know, they are nice legs if you're making like a tripod walker or like another mecha of some sort. More of these parts. Okay, I think that's almost it. Nothing new in this bag. And nothing new in this bag either. This could be a new part. Or a new color for this part rather. Alright, let's look at the parts list to see if I've covered everything. Alright, first half of the page. Okay, looks like I've covered everything from the looks of it except for one piece. And it's this guy. It's a new color for this piece, I think. Alright, and you get one more printed control panel tile. I think it's the same one as the previous one I showed you. So now I'm going to go ahead and build the sets and show you guys the final result. Okay, let's take a look at the finished models. We're going to start with the larger of the three, the Star Slicer. And let's first take a look at the small vehicle that we have here. The blue, I looked up the color, it's called Dark Azure. It's from the Alien Conquest sets. And one thing that I really like about this small vehicle is you have the use of these car hoods that really complement the shape of the round cannons. And the back detaches to become a small fighter that can be used to combat the insect. It is attached by a clip into a modified plate with a bar. Just like that, pretty sturdy. And you notice I haven't applied any stickers because I don't want to, I guess, I want to leave the possibility of using these parts as they are in my future creations. So I do apologize for that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how the vehicle turned out. Now let's take a look at the praying mantis insect. One thing that you'll notice are these flimsy looking Technic appendages, such as the axles here and the Technic lift arms. And I don't really like that because number one, when it's using the legs, it looks flimsy, and number two, there's actually no range of motion to the legs. So the mantis is actually stuck in this infinite pose and you can't really make the legs move or anything. And it just sits like this. It doesn't sit flat. If you tap on the abdomen, there's a little gap between it and the ground. The front claws, I'm not sure how you're supposed to play with them. I guess they kind of like move like this. You can adjust these right here. Again, I'm not a huge fan of that because, well, number one, it does pose, so it's actually an improvement over the legs. But the use of these Technic lift arm pieces doesn't really give that much detail. Granted, this piece here is nice, it's a system part, but overall it just kind of looks pretty bland to me. But then again, it's just way outside my age range, so I don't really have much to complain about. Let's take a look at the front here. The head lifts up like that, and that's how you can use the firing mechanism. And which is pretty decent, it shoots pretty far. It's a good play feature to have. So my overall verdict on this set, I'm going to show you the medium one later, and you're going to see how that one is much better than this. The piece counts are actually almost identical. This one is $40 and it has 311 pieces, and the other one right here, this guy, he has 310 pieces, so only one piece short, and he is $10 cheaper at 30 bucks. So why don't we take a look at him? And this looks like a flying mosquito. slash, I don't know what, maybe curled up dragonfly, but it's got a stinger on the tip. And one thing that I want to notice, it came with an extra antenna, so I'm not sure what, probably maybe LEGO thought the kids might break it or something. So this is from the extra pieces from the last set. Alright, extra parts from this set. It also came with an extra one of these appendages. So I'm really happy with how this set turned out. Let's get all the players into the scene right here. First of all, why don't we start with the human squad. And the red helmet is a new piece. The red space troopers are they're also new, I guess. And this little flyer, you know, is really well designed, and I really love the use of these wheel pieces in the front. And one cool technique that some of you may not have seen before is you can actually attach the sphere into the wheel. There's actually a little hole right here. You can attach it like that, and it's really, really snug. So just a cool trick that I found out a while back, and I've been used it a few times, I think. Alright, here's the robot. He has a jetpack and these energy blades. They might be weapons of, they might actually be guns, I'm not sure what they are. So, moving on to the main build. And one thing that I want to point out off the top is that, you know, this whole section does not move at all. It kind of swings like this, but that's not intentional. That's due to the way that it's constructed. These fins are flimsy. They're not attached. I mean, they are attached, but you know, they're not held in place. The fact that they do kind of move a bit. And again, we have these, you know, flimsy front appendages that are made out of Technic axles. I'm not a fan of that, and I'm not sure. Well, it looks terrible without it, but so I shouldn't say that. It does stand without them, so that kind of goes to show that the model overall is fairly sturdy. And you know, one thing that I want to share with you guys, I learned it a while back, is, you know, when LEGO designs a new set, they have to put it into an oven to bake it. And you might be wondering, like, why are you doing that? So they put the set in the oven so that to stimulate repeated play, so the kind of the heat loosens the parts and etc. So if the model can stand the heat, then supposedly it can stand repeat play by the kids. So here is the front, and I do like this construction here. It's just made by one of these pieces kind of plugged in here, and then the face goes over it. Of course, you have the driver there, and then the pod in the back. There's not really much any play features on here. I mean, the wings move, you can pose them, but really I don't consider that a play feature. The eyes move, but then again, you really don't need the eyes to move. They kind of look fine the way they are. Overall, I like this set much better than the Praying Mantis one I showed you earlier. Because number one, it's got just about the same parts count, and overall, it just looks, you know, personally slightly more interesting than the Mantis with its flimsy legs that doesn't really move, and then the weird claws. One thing that I want to comment on is that LEGO hasn't really made any space insects or, you know, many space creatures in general since the Insectoids back in 1999. And you know, they made some creatures like the underwater stuff from the Atlantis, but this is, you know, overall a relatively new shape or new creature that we're seeing. We're not used to seeing, you know, this mutant bug thing that's got, you know, lime and dark red. So I do like the color scheme, and I think it works well here. Alright, let's finish up with the small guy here. And the extra pieces for him are right here. I'm pretty happy with how this set turned out. Let's see if it will stand. So if you're really frustrated with it, you can just kind of squash it down and it's guaranteed to stay in place. So it's a small vehicle, I guess, if you want to call it that. Or I wouldn't call it that. And it actually fits a minifigure, so that's a huge plus. And, you know, LEGO could have easily went the route of, you know, having a normal dome piece here, but the fact that they added this mouthpiece, it just makes it so much more interesting and fascinating. And, you know, these claws do kind of clamp down if you want. And it comes with a robot right here. And he is actually the same guy from the other set. Exact same printing. So if you want them, you can get them in a much cheaper set. And you have his weapon in the back, and overall a very sturdy set. And it just looks good sitting there, in my opinion. So before I finish, I want to mention a few interesting techniques from building the model that I kind of enjoyed. So going back to the Mantis, let's take a look at the this section right here. I'm going to take off the arms and the leg. So remember those brackets that I showed you that came in black and white? Well, here they are, and they, you know, they serve as attachment technique for connecting these two wedges kind of back to back like that. And before, you know, you can't really do that before these brackets came out, or you could, but then it'll take a lot of parts and it just looks messy. But now, you know, you can use that and, you know, just simple stud attachment, and you can put it together by this any 2x4 piece, and it holds very sturdy, and it's very sturdy. So it's a technique that I think many people will be employing in their future creations with this new bracket piece. Alright, and techniques on here. Yeah, so same thing with, you can see that these two brackets are used for a very nice snot technique, which stands for studs not on top. So okay, so that's the all I want to talk about for these sets, and my overall impression of Galaxy Squad is fairly positive, despite a few setbacks with, you know, these flimsy leg pieces and whatnot. And I enjoy the alien creatures much more than I enjoy the vehicles. Because, I mean, not the vehicles, but the human vehicles and whatnot. Because after all, they've been overdone since a long time. Like, you know, you have Mars Mission, you have others, like even the recent Alien Conquest has, you know, which is largely, well, they did have some alien spacecraft, but, you know, with the human vehicles, you just see them all over the place, and to me that's kind of mundane. So seeing, you know, a mutant looking insect space bug, it's actually much more refreshing. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the review, and please let me know in the comments, whether on YouTube or on Brothers Brick, let me know what you think and what I should include in my future reviews, or what you did not like. So I'm always open to your feedback, and thanks.